And now on to the book. Minuteman number 4. Like I said, show your loved ones you love them. Not they summarize it quite nicely. What I'm trying to say in the very first page, that men can only handle a certain amount of tragedy. I don't know quite what to say about this book, as you can tell. But men can only handle a certain amount of tragedy. And that's why news should stay on the pages. The pages of newspapers and other things. The Holocaust survivors handle a lot. I like how they did that. They gave a little salute to the Holocaust survivors. It was you kind of get where this whole thing's going, because the people are becoming the people they were destined to be. This obviously happens before the last comedian. This also counts as that review. This obviously happens before the last comedian, because he's talking about this little girl. He's talking about this little girl, and it's Bobby Kennedy, and that was obviously this event. I mean, if thought reform centers were built, that's what I thought they'd be like. Like the Nazi death camps. There'd be people lining up. Scared the crap out of me. I still haven't answered the question, what happens after? I mean, they find her. They go through her things. I can't recall them ever actually showing Mothman in flight, but it says on the DC homepage that they did. So that would have been kind of cool to see. I mean, it's kind of implied. Excuse me. It's kind of implied that the death of Ursula is what shoved Mothman over the edge. We are living in a world now that I don't know what to do. The economy's gotten rough, and this isn't like the world of the Watchmen, but at the same time, it's more bleak. President Obama, I don't know. I don't know where I'm going to be in the next 10 years, and I would like to talk a little about that next time. But that was kind of the point, that the socialized healthcare, that they aren't of one mind. But you can see in the first take that I'm kind of hesitant. They aren't of one mind, but like Hollis says, there are people in the hospital that could give Silk Spectress a run for her money. A little bit of update. They found out what was wrong with me. Right as this got released. It's my insides. I've kind of always felt a special connection with Mothman. So it was refreshing to see him as the star of the show. Now, and for the first time, I felt a real connection with the comedian. That he wasn't just a big show off. I mean, I wrote a little bit of what you'd call fan fiction to the Red Knight, hoping they'd answer what happens after. That Red Knight had like this rat race type future. Not what happens after the Watchmen, just what happens after Red Knight. What happens after Red Knight? Why? Why doesn't why doesn't it do this? I mean, in my future, it kind of does become very. I mean, they have to register, but you get re-educated afterward. You get re-educated afterward. You get re-educated afterward, and I apologize. I'm at a loss for words. And we all end up sort of like that, like Mothman on the cover, kind of seeing stars. Um, Back to the book. They had her break into an actual death camp. I mean, her death, her death was something. And I still don't know if the comedian respects the suits, respects us. You know, where the comedian would be in the red in that universe if he respects us, because you gotta respect the people. I mean, I would like to think that I've made a difference in people's lives, but it's been rough, you know? It's been rough. Because peace doesn't always mean peace for everyone. All we are saying, give peace a chance, doesn't always mean peace. I mean to get this preachy, but the fact is, this book, it 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 was good. It's the only book I picked up this week. It was good. I'm sorry. Batgirl and the others were, but they really didn't stand out. This was good. This was good. I mean, the comedian in the comedian book, he's portrayed like an asshole. But the Darwin Cook storyline, that moves me, you know? It's gonna be sad when this story ends. Still no Seymour. Still no Seymour. Still no kid at the end. Still no any of that. And they kind of, I'll get to it in when I try to explain the Crimson Corsair to you, but they kind of let themselves go, because this Crimson Corsair right here, it slips out of time. That it's historically inaccurate. Yeah. That they're all of a sudden transported to Spain. Spain instead of like France. They're French fur traders, and they're French slave traders, and they're suddenly transported to Spain. I was hoping this was a drugged up hallucination, but they went forward with it, and it says that Snakehead the Hunter is being decapitated by these Mayan ruin fellows. Historically inaccurate. Time for the Crimson Corsair has become a joke. Yeah. I mean, yeah. No explanation. Just... Anyway. Mom, push the button. See what I did there? Thanks, Mom. No, thanks for everything.